Okay, people. I got something that needs to be said. I've been watching this American healthcare issue just go out of control, and I've come to the theory that the American government seems more concerned about an equal lack of opportunity than an actual true equal opportunity. The American healthcare system as it stands right now can be argued that it's fair. It's unjust. It's fair because everybody has the equal opportunity to buy health insurance. The Affordable Care Act is, well, better than what they had before. A fucking insult as far as I'm concerned. It's the Affordable Care Act. You still have to be able to afford it. And now that the Republicans are in charge, they want to pretty much even get rid of this and say, well, you all have access to buy health insurance, so therefore it's equal opportunity and thus it's fair. It's unjust, it's not fair. An equal lack of opportunity is not equal opportunity. And this doesn't just apply to healthcare, it applies to education, it applies to work, employment, but I'm focusing on healthcare because that's the most easiest example to use. The American government seems to think, why should the American taxpayer pay for someone's medical bills, medical issues, when that person clearly deserves it? Well, that kind of thinking is extremely, well, dangerous. There are multiple examples. I'm smoking a pipe. Why should the Canadian taxpayer pay for my cancer treatment if my tobacco inevitably gives me cancer? But I will even go a step above and beyond that. Why should the taxpayer pay for life-saving surgery of an individual who got severely drunk and drove into a car and is now on the operating table dying because he got into a car crash? Why should the average taxpayer pay for that person's life-saving surgery? I don't think that is fair. Well, here's why. Because it also pays for the life-saving surgery of the family of 4 he got into a car wreck with. That's why. Equal opportunity does not mean equal results. If you think it does, well, you're essentially a communist. And yeah, my Zippo needs a new flint, so I'm using this shitty torch lighter. Communism failed because it believed equal opportunities present equal results. And they tried to enforce these equal results and ended up failing miserably. Socialism, which is a dangerously negative word to some people, even though it's not. It's by no means the same as communism. Socialism pretty much means equal opportunity. But it's a step back beyond on communism because it doesn't necessarily say it creates equal results. You do not deny the family of four who, through no fault of their own, now need life-saving surgery and medication and treatment potentially for the rest of their lives. You do not deny these people that opportunity because some person undeserving of health care, well, you feel they shouldn't get it. Why should the obese individual who thinks that a Big Mac at McDonald's is healthy because it has lettuce, why should the taxpayer pay for their triple bypass heart surgery when they've brought that doom upon themselves? Because it also guarantees paying for the necessary heart surgery of a newborn infant with a severe heart condition. That's why. Again, equal opportunities do not mean equal results. Sometimes the results are fucking ugly. They just are. But you do not deny it to everyone and claim it just. It is fair in a very cruel way. And that's what the American healthcare system seems to be. It's arguably fair, but it is definitely unjust. It's an equal lack of opportunity, and a lack of opportunity is just as dangerous as communism. The American government, as it stands now, is essentially trying to do the exact same thing that communism tried to do, and that's make sure everybody gets an equal result. But instead of doing this by enforcing everybody gets an equal result, they're just making it so that, well, only a select few can get decent health care or decent coverage or decent employment or decent education. It's by being too anti-communist, they are suffering the exact same tragedy that made communism fail. Trying to make sure that everybody gets an equal result. Life ain't fair. It's never going to be fair. But that doesn't mean you try and at least make it. You don't try to attempt to at least level the playing field for everyone. Make sure everybody has access to free, guaranteed health care, free, decent education, decent employment. I hate this lighter. there are things that my government pays for that I do not arguably deserve. There are things my government does not pay for, which I most definitely do deserve. Like diabetic supplies. But anyways, that's taking it a little bit too far. If you wanna call it socialism, call it socialism. I call it democracy, equal opportunity for everybody. Isn't that what the American founding fathers claimed to base their government on? Equal opportunity? Yeah. It is better to have people to create equal opportunity for everybody than an equal lack of opportunity. Equal lack of opportunity is a fucking tragedy. A fucking tragedy. And if the American government, and I'm not just singling out Republicans, there are the Democrats, as far as I'm concerned, are just as guilty about this. They did not create equal opportunity in regards to healthcare. They just made it more affordable. Yeah. If America does not smarten up in every other culture and government, as far as I'm concerned, it is only a matter of time before their very culture crumbles. You gotta be just. Not just fair, but just. And just because something's fair does not make it just. Communism is arguably fair. Certainly not just. And you really have to bite the bullet and just accept the fact that, yeah, sometimes, a lot of times, actually, there are going to be people and instances where what the people got, they don't deserve. But you do not deny these people who do not deserve, arguably, what they are getting. You do not deny them this when it ensures that people who do deserve it will never have it, or will have to pay an arm and a leg to get it. Does that make sense to anybody? Do you think that's a load of bullshit? I don't. Yeah, I pay a lot in taxes, but I get free healthcare. Americans can get cheap. Americans will rather buy a bottle of whiskey for $10 than $40 and make sure everybody can, I don't know, potentially live a long and healthy life. Yeah. There's a price to be paid, people, and you all have to chip in. It's called taking care of your fellow man. Are people really so selfish that they just would rather buy cheap liquor than take care of their neighbor. I have spoken and met many Americans. They don't think like this. I know this. But it seems that their government does. Smarten up, people. Make sure your government has your best interests at heart and accept the fact that there is going to be a price to pay for justice. There's a saying I hear patriots say, freedom isn't free. I could not agree more. Anyways, this is my pathetic rant. Take care, everybody, and bye.